In looking at iterative processes, an iteration is one repetition of something. An iterative process is we're going to do this thing over and over and over again, some kind of process, and it has a goal in mind. There's some purpose for doing this. And each repetition is called an iteration. Sometimes it's referred to as an iteration. It depends where you come from. The result of one iteration is used as the starting point for the next iteration. So like with a mathematical formula, you have y is equal to something, you find out what y is, and then you use that y value as x in the same formula, doing it a second time. So simple processes can be predicted this way, such as interest and other things. For example, let's say we start with a value of x being 0.3. Now, if we apply a process to it, in this case, a mathematical formula would be a process that f of x, that if you're not sure what f of x is, just think of it as y. You're going to get an answer for what this f of x is. It equals 4x times the quantity 1 minus x quantity closed. Well, if you put in the 0.3 for every time you get x, well, of course then it's 4 times 0.3 times 1 minus 0.3, which is 0.7. Multiply those three numbers together and you get 0.84. Now, the second step of the process, of this repetitive process, this iterative process, is you take your answer that you got from the first step and put it into the same formula. So now, when you're trying to find this answer for y, or f of x, it's 4 times x, which is 0.84, times the quantity 1 minus 0.84. So it becomes 4 times 0.084 times 0.16, and that gives you 0.5376. Now we take that answer and put it into the third repetition, or the third iteration, or third iteration. And when you put that in for x, you get 0.9943. Now, for the fourth iteration of this, or iteration of this, you put the 0.5376 into the formula. Out comes 0.0226. Put this in for x in the same formula, and out comes 0.0886242. Put that in for the same formula. Now we're doing, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The sixth time through, once we put in the fifth process, the fifth iteration of 0.0886242, that then will come out 0.3230798. So each of these steps is an iteration or an iteration. And so if we're doing, the homework sometimes goes in and says, do 4 iterations of this, do 10 iterations of this. So that's what it means. Put your starting value in for the first time. The second time you take your answer from the first one and put it into the second. And you repeat that process over and over again, however many times you need to.